It is my pleasure to introduce your 2018 commencement speaker, Chioma Judith Okafor, who came to us from Nigeria, now lives in Dartmouth. Ms. Okafor holds a bachelor's degree in Management Information Systems from Covenant University, Nigeria, and will be receiving her MBA today. She has served as a professional development influencer at the Charlton College of Business, enabling students to enhance their personal and professional development and prepare for careers. She also served as the secretary of the Graduate Senate, vice president of the MBA Association, founding member, social chair, and vice president of the Charlton Student Entrepreneur and Startup Club, and member of the Development Network. Additionally, she served as an orientation leader for international students. Currently, Ms. Okafor is pursuing her career as a business analyst at Stonewall Solutions Technologies. Please welcome your 2018 commencement speaker, Ms. Okafor, to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Chancellor, Chancellor's Cabinet, Board of Trustees, honored guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and all of us, the graduating class of 2018. I am so honored to be standing here today with great pleasure to address my peers. It might interest you to know that, according to previous data, out of the 7 billion of the world's population, 11 million are graduates. 2.7 million are graduate students in the US. And you, my friends, are now part of this statistical reality. By achieving this monumental milestone, we have demonstrated that we have the potential to impact the world and add value to our respective countries, communities, our families, and ourselves. Our journey to this point in life is not without challenges and hurdles. This is why I have appropriately titled my message, The Pageantry of Our Journey. Respectfully dedicated to our families, our mentors, and our respective divine interventions. I once knew a young person who at an early stage in life felt that their voice did not matter. They possessed a low sense of self and lacked the belief that their dreams can come true. This person struggled to speak up in front of an audience due to fear of sounding and looking foolish. We each know someone who might have a similar mindset or disposition. Perhaps it could be you, or it was you. I know now that person was me. Although growing up I felt that way, there was always a little still voice inside of me, talking to me and telling me I am more than a conqueror, fearless and wonderful. Every single one of you have that little still voice. If you would just be still and listen to it. I am reminded of a quote by the late Nelson Mandela, borrowed from Marianne Williamson's poem, Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Who are you not to be an educated citizen, a graduate of UMass Dartmouth, and gainfully employed? I can recall my early college days when I was approached and asked to model for a clothing brand. I didn't think of myself confident enough to become a model, but that opportunity spurred the possibilities of who I could become and what I could achieve. That little still voice instigated me to go on that journey as a model, so much so that shortly after college, I made a similar decision to participate in a beauty pageant, Miss Intercontinental Nigeria. Throughout that amazing experience, there were some high points and low points. I faced quite a number of obstacles and challenges, one of which were the competition amongst my peers, who were just as beautiful, smart, talented, and most of all, more poised. Nonetheless, I was not short-sighted. I pressed on towards my goal, persevered, overcame those challenges, and eventually I emerged the winner. As your peer, and given that we are all here today, it's evident that I am not the exception to the rule of persistence and perseverance. And a beauty pageant may not be significant to you, but we have all had comparable moments on our respective journeys. This story is not just about me. Like me, you've all had your share of pageantry. The pageantry of our journey consists of those high points and low points, those points that made us happy or sad, and those points that made us question whether or not we can go on. Recall how your journey to UMass Dartmouth began, from deciding to get a postgraduate degree, researching schools based on interest and cost, to when you had to take entrance exams that qualified you to get into your top school, like GRE and GMAT, and you wondered if you would pass the exams and if you would be accepted to the school of your choice. For some of you, it was successfully transitioning from the Navitas program. You made it here, and the journey continued with you taking several courses, some difficult, others not so much. Recall when you decided to skip a class or two, the late nights in the library, or at your apartment on or off campus. Even times when there were cold gray days, the snow was falling, nights were dark, and you wished you were in bed, yet you stayed in school, in class, to finish what you had started. Recall when you had to wait for the shuttle, or you wished your professors was in their offices when you had not scheduled an appointment and you just needed to see them because you happened to be on campus that day. And for the international students, remember how difficult it was finding a native store because you missed your native foods? Indians chicken masala, Nigerians and Ghanaians jollof rice, Thailand's pad thai, but you had to settle for Wendy's. Do you recall the times when you earned a grade less than you expected after hours of intense study? You were not short-sighted nor derailed. You persevered as your goals kept you focused. Now look where we are today. We have achieved a milestone. Who are you not to overcome challenges and obstacles? They were all part of the journey that helped shape our personal constitutions. This date was already marked on our calendars. We each had to believe that this day would come, and we would be here to witness the fruits of our efforts. The same is true now that we're thinking and planning towards the next steps, another journey of adulting, as I would call it. To you, it's becoming an adult. I am reminded of another quote by Lao Tzu. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step, but even that step begins with a decision. Without a decision, nothing can happen. Now that you're about to graduate with one step closer to the world of work and the global economy, what are those next crucial decisions we must make? Get a new job? Go back to our respective countries? Start a new life and family? Whatever that decision is, it's yet another goal you've set, and yet another journey to navigate. We have gotten this far, and we have learned a thing or two about persistence along the way. You've probably heard many wise words in your lifetime. You've read several how-to books. Therefore, one more piece of advice from your fellow classmates to add to your life's almanac is par for your course. Just as in pageantry, life can be like a contest. There will always be someone with bigger goals, more talent, more degrees, and more experience than you. But no one else can be you. There is only one you. You are the only one who can catwalk throughout your journey. You are the only one who can get you from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. As you set out to take those next steps, listen to that still small voice inside of you that says, persist, persevere, don't quit. I share with you the words of Marianne Williamson. We are children of God. Our playing small does not serve the world. We are all meant to shine. It is with these messages that we must constantly remind ourselves to embrace and enjoy the pageantry of our journey. Thank you and congratulations.